Hello there and welcome back to Let's Play The Legend of Heroes, Trails of Cold Steel 2. I'm the RNGenius, but you may call me Eric, and in the last episode we headed to Legram. Now we are in the town of Legram, and apparently Emma and Laura went to Lohengrin Castle to investigate something that Emma sensed over there, and Eustace is not in Legram anymore because he apparently headed off to Berea-Heart. Not that we know of that, but he is probably a little weirded out by what he's supposed to be doing and what his position is in this war, so yeah, let's give him some time to figure that all out by himself. It's unfortunate that we have a caster-only situation now, but we'll see. We'll make it work. So, what do you got, Miles? It's in wartime situations like these that the power of the guild is needed most. I don't have many bracers I can send out, but I'll have to be sure to send them to the more troubled regions first. That was why I came to Legram. It's easy to get news to the west in the west from here. I didn't expect this to happen, though. Leave everything here to me. Please, do what you can to bring Lady Laura and Emma back safely. I don't know much how much help we of the guild can be in the current situation, but I'll do what I can. Please do what you can to bring Laura and Emma back safely. Alright. Hi. There's a new kid in town, Nico. I figured he had the makings of a good knight in the Junior Eisenritter, so we let him join. We're gonna be playing him today, so we should probably head on over and get him. Come on, Carno, let's get going. Right. There's a new kid here named Nico. He says he came here from the west with his mom. He was so down when he first showed up here, we figured we'd help him. We'd play with him to cheer him up. Helping people in need is what we Junior Eisenritter do best, after all. I don't know what's up with this weird fog. You'd think that it would go away after a month. Well, as long as it's safe enough to play, I guess it's not worth worrying about. Yeah, as long as everybody doesn't fall asleep suddenly, that would be good. Oh, if it isn't one of Lady Laura's classmates, thank you again for what you did for our Julian back in the summer. You must have gone through quite the ordeal to get here today, too. You kids really are something special. We can't take all the credit. We're lucky enough to have a lot of people helping us. Well, no matter how you did it, I'm glad you made it. Fortunately, the Noble Alliance has maintained its distance from Legram. The fog is kind of a nuisance, but I can't argue its effectiveness as a soldier deterrent. Please try to enjoy your stay. Wait. I didn't. By the by, you haven't seen Julian, have you? You had a lot of dialogue. Few things short in supplies since we can't use the highways, but we're managing. Everyone here is good at something or another. As long as we pool our talents, we can find a way to get by. What's my talent, you ask? I'm a carpenter. So if you see anything that's broken and made of wood, I'm your man. By the by, you haven't seen Julian, have you? He's gone off to play somewhere again. You'd think that boy would appreciate our situation and help out once in a while. No, of course you wouldn't. Laura fan club number 1. Oh, I can't get anything dry lately with all of this fog. It would be depressing enough to have the sun blocked out for a month without all of the housework piling up. Come on out, son. I've got work to do. Sorry, I didn't mean to get all overexcited like that. At least I'm keeping busy. I've been pickling lots of vegetables lately. In fact, I should go check on them. There are so many strange things happening around here lately. The spirits must be more restless than usual. I'm used to them causing mischief, but this has been going on for a month now. Fortunately, that young lady Emma might be able to sort it all out. From what I've seen, she's able to sense spirits. She's over at Lohengrin Castle right now. I wonder if she's found anything out over there. There's no reason for us to head into this station. Let's get out of there. Oh. How far do you let me go? Do you let me go to the fishing spot? You do not. This way leads off the main path. Fishing spots, man. If I'm able to catch all these fish, I want to. That's something they should definitely fix about New Game Plus. I can't, like, keep myself from abusing that mechanic. But oh well. Oh, wow. Huh? Stupid mutt! Don't scare me like that! All he did was bark. Celine cut him some slack. Cats and dogs, I swear. Wait, Celine's not even a real cat. I'm home by myself right now, but my husband's in town at the moment too. It's such a relief to have him so close. At least when he's here and not out with his goats, I know he's safe. He probably won't be able to go back out to work for a while, but his safety is far more important to me. Out with his goats? I hope that's not a metaphor. Come on, come to think of it, you haven't heard anything about a girl going around peering into people's houses, have you? I saw a girl looking through our window not that long ago. Maybe it was just a wayward traveler drawn in by the smell of my delicious home cooking. Huh. And that is plot. I'm a goat herd, so I wouldn't normally be here in town like this. But it's getting pretty dangerous to roam the countryside these days with girls looking around, looking into strangers' windows. So I had to come back here where it's safer. Separating me from my goats isn't the only reason I don't like the only reason I don't like the Alliance, though. Frankly, I think they're a bunch of cowards. People who hire terrorists to further their own ends have no damn right to be lording themselves over anyone. I'm just a goat herd, but I can't even tell that even I can tell that the Alliance is taking the cowards' path at every turn here. They might be winning the war at the moment, but you won't catch me bending my knee to them. Hey. Good day to all of you. It's been wonderful to see you. It's wonderful to see you here. Did you come here from the highway? That must have been quite the undertaking in fog like this. It's been causing us no end of trouble since its first appearance. Things break much more easily, for a curious example. That's an issue that's been particularly pronounced in Orbmans too. I find it creepy, for lack of a better word, but there's not much we can do about it. Oh, on the topic of Orbmans, if you have any that need fixing, let Duncan know. He'll get them working in no time. When the war began, we feared nothing more than trouble with Duke Alberea, but before we knew it, this fog rolled in. Right now, we're more worried about using the highways than any attack. That's to say nothing of the more ferocious monsters. Fortunately, we have the Arcade students to keep the town safe. How I wish I could join them on their patrols. I'm going to take a sip of my tea. And by a sip, I mean drink a whole cup. What do you get? Fairy Charm is something that I can only get in this area. We're gonna be confronted with Sleep and Nightmare here. I don't have a Gambler Jack Chapter 4 version. I haven't read through Chronicle number 3 yet. Should definitely get on that. And I have a shit ton of Miras, so let's use them. While I have these, let's spend them on something that I will not regret. Starberries I can afford. Kerbic tomatoes I can't afford. Why'd I buy so much honey syrup? Liquor. We need a couple of battle scopies again. Alright. Might as well do that. Good to go. What does the cooking tab say? I haven't crafted any of these yet.
I'll get right to work. This is some of my finest culinary work.
Is it though? Glistening soup. Cures abnormal status and heals quite a bit.
Alright, let's get started. This looks delicious.
But it doesn't look absolutely phenomenal.
I hope this turns out okay. Okay, it's all ready.
Okay, we don't have any fantastic cooks with this dish with us. Look at you two.
Alright, let's get started.
Are you able to make this?
Oh, thank goodness.
That's a normal one.
Alright, let's get started.
This uses acerbic tomatoes.
Oh, thank goodness.
Eliza. Alright, I guess. We just burned through acerbic tomatoes. Well, I never, if it isn't class 7. Nice to see you all well. Well, you should be safe and sound here in Legram, so take your load off and enjoy your stay. We've had our fair share of strange occurrences around here of late, but that's nothing we can't handle. Well, the protection of the goddess and the spirits at least. I owe them our thanks for all that they've done. We're getting by all right here at the moment. Everyone's been doing their part. Chloe's been a real hard worker lately too, which has been a massive help. Unfortunately, the rumors we hear about the rest of the country are nowhere as near as positive. I've even heard that a number of towns in western Erebonia have been set ablaze. Just the thought is terrifying. Hello, new equipment. Yeah, not you. Shadow Strings is what you have equipped. Elliot. Arts down. Arts minus 10. The evasion plus 10 mail is actually something I can buy here. Movement plus 2. Strength minus 15 on Rean. These are too good to pass up for you. And you have the usual stuff. So this is gonna get a little unfortunate, where we have to upgrade our weaponry, customize weapons. I only have 3 materials, huh? So which one is it gonna be, Mr. Pink? No. Yes. 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 But no. We're gonna get more materials. And stop telling me to open new material packs. I'm never opening new material packs. Oh, there's just so much to do. This fog just keeps making more and more work for us to do. Have you come to steal Lady Laura away from us? Stand down! I refuse to allow so much as one man to even approach her. Oh, I really didn't miss this. Speaking of people who should stay away if they know what's good for them, we had a bizarre customer in the shop earlier. She was just wandering around, handling the merchandise, and grumbling about a rightful ruler or some such nonsense. Rightful ruler. That's the person that Emma's chasing. She even insisted that we tell her where Lord Arcade is. Not that we even know. Why is everyone who comes into town lately so strange in some way? The same goes for that girl yesterday, too. What? Different girl? What's up with the people? Apricot's Inn. I want to go fishing. Everyone is here. Fishing spot? Was this out back here or was it over there? I think it was over there. Even in times of rage and strife, fish swim through our waters all the same. It's a gift we cannot take for granted. While we're at it, please let me share a recipe that will allow you to greater appreciate how much we love this lake. Seafood pilaf. We've been seeing our fair share of evacuees coming in on the liner from the west. These are horrifying times we're living in, that's for certain. White beast flesh, huh? No one is good at this, and no one is horrible at it. That's good, we got a recipe. I'm happy. Everyone is in here. This town is just the sort of dignified aura one would expect. Until the mansion and training hall enter your view and ruin everything. Arcade is little more than a branch school, and it's clear its master is as slacking as a ruler as he is a swordsman. The food here on the other side is delectable, but that's by virtue of the surrounding greenery, so it doesn't even count. I always knew the Arcade family couldn't hope to measure up to my illustrious lord, and I was right. Who is she supposed to be? She seems really strong for some random girl let an inn. Why she must be a traveler, of course. I wonder where she's headed. Sharon knows her. We don't. Who is this? Important character number 430. How much longer will I have to wait for the next train to arrive? It's just one thing after another. First I get paired up with him, and then I end up getting stuck here. No, I mustn't complain. No sacrifice is too great if it's for my lord's sake. Who the heck is this? Good day and welcome to Apricot's. I've said that so much more often lately. I'm starting to tire of it. Not that having more customers is a bad thing. My malice aside, will you be staying the night or just stopping in for a meal? I'll give you some tea on the house either way, but only on the condition that no men ever make eye contact with Lady Laura. Laura's sure popular here. You bet she is. Just tread lightly around the girls here. It doesn't take much to incur their wrath. With the trains and the liners as erratic as they are, a lot of people are ending up getting stuck here. Having lots of customers isn't a bad thing, but it does mean there are even more men to keep away from Lady Laura. I don't think I've ever been given a more withering look. I brought women, okay? Lena! My dad's a member of the House of Representatives, you know. Well, he was at least. He's probably had his position taken away from him by now. No one can take my position away from me. I'm a rightfully elected member. Whatever you say, Dad. Sorry about all this noise they're making. Trust me, I wish they'd stop just as much as you do. This is all your fault. If you hadn't been so slow, we would have been back in Heimdall by now. Now we're stuck here, possibly forever. My, what a curious thing to say. If I hadn't been so slow, as you put it, we would have arrived in Heimdall just in time to be caught up in the occupation. That is besides the point. Really now? Then please, by all means, enlighten me as to what this mysterious point is. Go right ahead, dear. What are you up to? The only reason I'm in this ridiculous town in the first place is because of you! It's because you said you wanted to come sightseeing. I dread to think of what's becoming of our mansion back in Heimdall while we waste away here. The only reason... if it bothers you so much, why not go and take a look? On your own, of course. I can't imagine you'll even reach the door before you're arrested, but it's certainly worth a try. Are you a reader? One of our previous visitors recommended a book to me a while back. I was a little hesitant at first, since it was about gambling, but it's actually surprisingly interesting. I can see the curiosity in your eyes. You should give it a look sometime. Look yourself. It comes highly recommended. Gambler Jack 2, Chapter 6. We've been getting all sorts of visitors lately. It's a bit shocking to see so many different people in a rural area like this. It really helps to get a sense of just how many people this war is impacting. There's not much I can do for them, but I'll do what I can. Maurice. Nom, 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 nom. The fish here is really exceptional. Life's been pretty good lately, all things considered. For one thing, business is booming! With the railway schedules all jumbled up, everyone's short on goods. That just means mine sell like hotcakes. Changing careers to a traveling merchant was the best decision I've ever made, especially since it means I get to find all the finest dining establishments. Well, you made your way down here. How'd you do it? From Celtic and all. The vinegar sound goes so perfectly with the way this fish is baked. This is my kind of town. I'll have to be sure to come back. Let's look at this woman once more. And you have specially made hair as well? I don't think I've seen that hairstyle anywhere else. You are important. Of course. I'm gonna go play with Julian and Carno. Yay! Playing with them is so much fun. I wish I could do it every day. When are they gonna be here? I want to play with them right now. I was really surprised by all of the fog when we first got here, but I'm used to it now. It's actually kind of fun. You can pretend you're going around hunting ghosts and stuff. Our home ended up getting dragged into the war and we just ran. We didn't have time to take anything but what we had on us. How lucky we were to end up in a lovely place like this. The people here are so friendly too. This inn's owner's even giving us a special rate on our room. I don't know what I would have done otherwise, especially since my son is so young. We used to live in a small farming village in western Erebonia. Ideos only knows what state it's in now. I honestly feared that we wouldn't make it at one point. I'm counting my blessings that we ended up in a town like this. All right. Do 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 do. Theramis, there must be something I can do for Vivi. It's a sister's job to extend her care to those who come to the church. No, it's my duty given to me by the goddess herself. It's also the duty of Father Hamilcar, but expecting him to actually do it is a lost cause. Looks like I'll have to handle this. But what can I possibly say to her? How about, let us pray together? No, that is sisterly, but not very comforting. What do I do? What do I do? Hey. Please be safe, please. Wait, I know you. Rean? Rean from Class 7? Linde, how are you? Oh, you are Linde, right? Psst, wrong, it's me, Vivi. But Rean, how could you forget me? How could you be so cruel? After all the magical nights we spent together too, huh? Or was I just another name on your long list of conquests? Why yes, Rean, please explain, Rean. Just stop before someone actually starts believing you. Although I have to admit, I never thought I'd actually miss your sense of humor. I can't imagine it was easy making it all the way down to Legram. That's putting it lightly. If it wasn't for everyone else who made it here, I don't know if I could have done it. I lost sight of Linde while I was running away, though. Oh no. That's terrible. She must have been forcing that sheerness a minute ago then. I've been coming here to pray every day since we arrived, but I haven't heard a thing about where she might be or what she's up to. Sorry, I know none of this is very me of me, but I just can't help it. Wherever she is, I don't doubt that your sister is alive and well. If you keep your faith in her, I'm sure you'll be reunited. Thanks. But don't you worry about me. You've got too much to worry about without me making things any worse. I'm guessing you're trying to meet up with your classmates around here. Hope that works out. We do. Thanks. You're right. The best thing I can do for Linde now is to keep on believing in her. I just wish I could contact her somehow. Vivi really isn't herself. We need to reconnect her with Linde somehow. Man, life around here is no fun lately. We're getting all these evacuees on a regular basis, which means I've actually got to do things like sermons and stuff. And it sucks. I'm telling you, I'm not cut out for the whole work thing. Still, I guess that's the price we pay for being somewhere peaceful. I'd rather deal with evacuees than run for my life any day, and we've actually got the power to stay out of the war too. When I think of it that way, I guess I can find it in my heart to protect all the folks who have to flee here. As if this fog didn't make the highways dangerous enough, the monsters here have been especially nasty lately. It was a real concern that they might wander into town eventually, and even one could spell disaster. But as students of the Arsite School, it falls to us to make sure that never happens. What a pleasure to see you again. Summer feels like it was a lifetime ago. Going after Lady Laura, are you? I see. We would have liked to accompany her ourselves, but we have a duty to the town to keep it safe. In times like these, we need to divide the work amongst every capable body to ensure we put their talents to work. We're making sure that no monsters are able to get too close to the town. We wish we could accompany you, but alas, nobody else in Legram can handle our task. I do wish we could go help Lady Laura and her friend, but we have our hands full at the moment. They're both so strong that I wouldn't worry too much about them, but I'm sure they'd appreciate your backup. Caspar. Wait a second. Is that you, Rean? Caspar! Did you flee the academy with Laura and Vivi? That's right. I've spent most of my time since here at the training hall and helped out with whatever I can in town. To be honest, I've been biding my time and waiting for a chance to take a boat out west to see my family. Ah, yeah, you're from a coastal town over there, right? You must be terribly worried. I'm trying not to let it bring me down. It's hard to justify sitting around moping when Emma and Laura are working so hard right in front of my nose. You shouldn't try to push yourself too hard, Caspar. No one can blame you for having a lot on your mind right now. Oh, by the way, we ran into Monica on our travels too. The army's taking care of her right now. Really? Oh, that's great news. Thanks for letting me know. You're off to meet Laura at the castle, right? Don't forget to tell her too. She'll be even more excited than I am. As always. Okay, time for us to get moving. I'm not just worried about my family. There's Klein, of course, and Alan from my class. They're both pretty strong, though, so they're probably holding out somewhere. I should just focus on what I can do here. Anyway, you're off to the castle, right? Try to give Laura all the support you can. What does the character notebook have to offer? Studying medicine. Interesting. Unaffiliated. Didn't I get information on all of these? Why is just Rosine in my book here? I wonder. Ah, no, the things I got are in the top layer. Do I wonder? No, I can't even show mouse cursor. The thing that says monk and year 1 class 5, a boy who seems to love the radio more than life itself. That's the part of information I got. And looking at this, Rosine is really a beautiful woman. Look at that. Well, okay, I'm looking at... That's not. Alright. What else? Who else? People training? Ha ha! I may be a noble by blood, but I simply cannot accept the Alliance's ways. My outrage prompted me to leave my home and return to Legram. And now that I'm here, I'll devote all that I am to protecting this town and display just how much strength I've gained. Dude, you're carrying a gargantuan... That sword is bigger than your body. There is no way you can carry that, but that's cool. Your arrival did remind me of something, though. There was a young lady looking in here not long ago. I don't believe I've ever seen her before, but so I'm not sure what her business here was. She seemed very interested in watching us train, though. She just stood there, with her arms folded, focusing intently. That's noble that was sitting in Apricosium, isn't it? With all of the patrolling we've been doing, we haven't had as much time to train as we used to. That means we need to put our full concentration into what little training time we have. On an unrelated note, how much do you know about Emma? Every time I see her fighting, it's like she's using genuine magic. I could hardly believe my eyes the first time. Well, buddy, I've got some big news for you. At least it sounds like she's been keeping busy while she's here. Just said I need to focus, and here I am gossiping about girls. That's got nothing to do with training. That was my best impression. That kind of hurt. I need to drink more. I need to drink more. That end of the sentence. It's been a little cold outside lately as well, and my throat has been making me feel it. Or maybe it's the singing, I don't know. Alright, let's head up there. We have to talk to at least one cook. One cook and one maid. If it isn't Lady Laura's classmates, I'm glad to see her well. There's so much strange fog in town lately that won't stop me from cooking. So do stop by if you want anything to eat. Incidentally, you wouldn't happen to know where Lord Arsaid is, would you? No, I suppose you wouldn't. Not to worry, I'm sure he's perfectly fine. Lately I can't help but feel as though something's watching me. Perhaps it's the spirits of this region. They wouldn't do humans any harm. I'm sure, but it's still so unsettling. Protecting this mansion while Lord Arsaid is away is our responsibility after all. Wrong guess. I'm not up to my A game today. This fog is disturbing enough, but lately people have been seeing unknown monsters and hearing strange whispers too. It's been one strange thing after another these days, I tell you. Some have been trying to pass it all off as just the work of trickster spirits. And yet I can't help but feel uneasy. Thanks to this fog, I can't even see Lohengrin Castle anymore. I hope Lady Laura and Lady Emma are well. No one out here. How are you not able to see Lohengrin Castle if I can see Lohengrin Castle? Which doesn't make any darn sense. Alright, there were people at the dock, and there is also a fishing spot down there. Let's hope I can go fishing, and the game doesn't keep me stuck in a, you know, in an animation. I came here from the west to live with the relatives until the war's over. Home just doesn't feel safe right now. I hope I never have to see one of those Zoldots ever again. I came here from the west. This fog has reduced the frequency of the liners' arrival. There are more liners in operation than there are trains right now, but the cutback is still nuisance. I wish the next one would hurry up and arrive. I want to get back to my relatives in the southern province. But maybe the fish are better around this time of year if there's no liners around and stuff. Rock Eater. You give black marbles or something.
Not bad.
Gluttonous bass. No, that was the thing that spits out random accessories though. But the one I found was too small. Carp! Carp, carp, carp. Tiara Bomb's nice. Alright, no new fish, but that's okay. That's to be expected also. Because we've already caught way too many fish. Big salmon, 4 red beast flesh, that is quite nice. Alright, before we head off to Lohengrin Castle, I hope you enjoyed it, and I hope I'll see you in the next episode as well. Thank you very much for watching, and until next time, toodles!